Have you ever noticed that some people, even in their 70s, radiate a unique charm, not because they look younger, but because they live with inspiration? While old age is often associated with retirement and quietness, there are those who quietly prove that age is just a number, and true attractiveness is a way of living. If you're 65, 70, or even 80, you've probably been told somewhere that you should slow down. But you're different. You still care for your skin every morning, still choose healthy foods, and still smile whenever you see the morning sunlight. You're not just maintaining good habits, you're sending out a powerful message. I'm still living, and living beautifully. Unfortunately, not everyone can maintain that spirit. When we begin to give up on the little things, like skincare or keeping up conversations, it can be a sign that we're slowly giving up on ourselves. And the danger is we don't realize it until the inner spark begins to fade. But you are not like that. This video will help you discover 8 simple yet powerful habits, not only to keep you healthy, but to make you more attractive each day, regardless of age. If you see yourself in this story, don't hesitate to share it with friends of your generation. Who knows, you might just be the inspiration someone needs to find their spark. Let me guide you on a small journey where you'll see just how beautiful you truly are, even at an age once thought to be the twilight of life. Embracing aging, a journey back to yourself. When you look in the mirror each morning, what do you see? A few wrinkles around the eyes, hair that's no longer as dark as it once was, or hands that now show more visible veins. Maybe you've grown used to seeing these as signs of aging. But what if today you looked at them with a different perspective? Accepting aging doesn't mean giving up on yourself. It is, in fact, one of the deepest forms of self-love. It's when you stop comparing yourself to the person you were 30 years ago and begin to appreciate everything you've been through. You have lived, loved, lost, and grown. And your body, with all its marks of time, is telling that story truthfully. Perhaps this is the perfect moment for you to stop chasing unfamiliar standards and start living in harmony with your truest self. Society often glorifies eternal youth as an ideal, but that ideal quietly makes us feel as though aging is something to hide, something to resist. In truth, aging is a privilege. Not everyone gets the chance to walk such a long road, to look back and smile at their own past. And when you embrace aging, you open the door to a new kind of freedom. The freedom from judgment, from the pressure to stay the same, and instead the gentle grace in each decision, each moment of life. Instead of trying to hide your wrinkles, let them tell your story. Instead of complaining about the changes in your body, be grateful that it still faithfully walks beside you every day. In that acceptance, you will find a lasting beauty, a beauty that comes from within, from the peace and strength of someone who has lived fully. If you're still caught in the effort to become young again, try pausing for a moment and asking, how much have I been through to get to this day? The answer will fill you with pride. Choose to love the person you are now, with all the truth, vibrancy, and experience that no one else can replicate. Because in the end, true allure doesn't lie in flawless skin or a trim figure. It lies in presence, and that presence can only be shaped through the years, through unconditional acceptance and love for oneself. Skincare, the little secret behind a radiant glow. You may not need flawless skin like in your 20s, but you deserve healthy, bright, and vibrant skin at any age. Your skin is not only a protective barrier for your body, it's also a mirror reflecting how you treat yourself each day. Have you ever noticed that confidence often starts with the smallest things, like when you touch your face and feel it soft and moisturized? Skincare is not a vanity. It's a profound act of self-love. From the age of 65 onward, skin becomes more sensitive, loses elasticity, and is more prone to dryness. But that doesn't mean we should neglect it. A simple yet consistent skincare routine can make a noticeable difference. Gentle cleansing, deep moisturizing, and always using sunscreen with SPF 30 or higher. Yes, even when you're not going outside. Retinol, when used correctly, can be a powerful ally in slowing down aging. However, beautiful skin doesn't come from an expensive cream. It comes from a healthy lifestyle, eating plenty of fruits and vegetables, drinking enough water, getting quality sleep, and knowing how to relax. Don't think you're too old to start caring for your skin. In fact, this is the perfect time to reconnect with your body, starting from the smallest gestures. Applying moisturizer every night can become a sacred ritual, a moment where you take a few minutes to listen to yourself, to feel that you're still alive and full of love for life. Your skin reflects not only your health, but also your spirit. When you treat it kindly, you'll notice a change in the way people look at you, the way they listen to you, and even in the way you see yourself each day. Make skincare a part of your journey toward living positively, gently, and lovingly, because you deserve to shine in your own unique and beautiful way. Healthy eating, the inner source of energy. Food is not just fuel, it is also a message of love you send to your body each day. What you choose to put on your plate today will shape how you feel, how you move, and how you live in the days to come. A healthy diet doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. It's about prioritizing vegetables, fresh fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. It's about saying yes to a colorful plate and no to processed foods, refined sugars, and heart-unfriendly oils. Drinking enough water, though it may sound simple, is one of the most essential foundations. When your body is well hydrated, your skin glows, your mind is clearer, and every biological function works more smoothly. A diet rich in antioxidants, like berries, dark leafy greens, avocados, and salmon, not only slows down aging, but also boosts immunity, enhances memory, and reduces the risk of chronic diseases. More importantly, healthy eating is how you take active care of yourself. It's when you sit down at the table not just to fill your stomach, but to know, I am nourishing myself. Choosing food is a powerful act. It doesn't come from restriction, but from understanding. When you understand that your body deserves kindness, you'll naturally want to choose what's best for it. Some may think that at this age, changing their diet won't make much of a difference, but reality has proven otherwise. Any positive change will create results, maybe not instantly, but surely and sustainably. Healthy eating is not a temporary plan. It's a way of life you can start today with your very next meal. Regular exercise, keeping the body moving, keeping the mind young. We often think that as we age, the body naturally becomes slower and weaker, but that isn't destiny. It's simply the result of stopping movement. Your body at any age still craves motion, vitality, and the inner spark of being alive. Ask yourself, how long has it been since you last felt your heartbeat quicken from a light workout? How long since you walked not because you had to get somewhere, but simply to feel the ground beneath your feet? Exercising regularly, even just 30 minutes a day, can create extraordinary changes. It doesn't have to be intense gym sessions. A walk around the park, a few morning yoga stretches, or even gardening. These are all valuable forms of movement. By staying active, you help your heart stay strong, lower your risk of diabetes, high blood pressure, and osteoporosis. You also activate endorphins, the neurotransmitters of happiness, that lift your mood, reduce anxiety, and bring long-lasting refreshment. If you've hesitated to start because you think, I don't have the strength anymore, try starting small. A walk around the block, a few gentle stretches in the morning. What matters isn't intensity, it's consistency. As movement becomes a habit, your body will gradually change, becoming stronger, more flexible, and more resilient. Don't let age be an excuse to avoid movement. On the contrary, the older you get, the more your body needs gentle, intentional activity. Choose a form of exercise you enjoy, then it will no longer feel like a chore, but a cherished part of your day. Remember, every time you get up and move, you're telling your body, I'm alive, I still love this life. And that rhythm, steady, enduring, full of energy, is what keeps you youthful in a way no cosmetic ever could. Getting enough sleep. A moment for the body to be reborn. There's nothing as simple yet miraculous as a good night's sleep. In today's busy world, sleep is often underestimated, as if it's something optional, something we can do without. But the truth is, sleep is the solid foundation for every aspect of health, especially as we age. Have you ever woken up feeling groggy, as if you hadn't truly rested all night? Or had days when your mind felt foggy, your emotions easily unsettled? all because of a restless night? If so, you're not alone, and you can absolutely change that. A quality sleep, lasting 7 to 8 hours, not only helps the body recover, but also improves memory, strengthens immunity, and stabilizes emotions. It's the most natural, free, and powerful medicine your body's designed to use every day. However, deep sleep requires creating an ideal sleeping environment. A cool, quiet room, soft lighting, and no electronic devices are essential. Turning off the TV, avoiding phone screens before bed, and instead reading a few pages of a book or listening to gentle music can help calm the mind. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day is another way to train your body to recognize this is time for rest. Gradually, your biological clock will adjust and sleep will come more easily. Your diet also affects your sleep. Avoid caffeine or heavy dinners and aim to eat at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. A cup of chamomile tea or warm water with honey can be a gentle way to end the day. Most importantly, don't treat sleep as leftover time. See it as a sacred ritual, a moment where you allow yourself to let go, to restore, and to be nourished from within. When you sleep deeply and fully, you wake up with renewed energy. Your eyes are brighter, your mind clearer, and your spirit lighter. It's not just a reward for a restful night. It's a gift you give yourself every single day. Stress management. Peace is a skill, not a stroke of luck. Stress is not just a feeling, it's a real biological response, affecting your heart, digestion, immune system, and emotional well-being. When unmanaged, stress becomes a quiet, creeping presence that slowly erodes your quality of life each day. But here's the good news. You are not powerless. You can learn to manage stress just like learning a new skill. Gently, gradually, step by step. It begins with recognizing stress, not denying it, not avoiding it. It could be that heavy feeling when you first open your eyes in the morning, the quick, shallow breaths when hearing unpleasant news, or restless sleep even when your body's exhausted. Next comes choosing how to respond. Instead of letting stress take over, you can pause and return to your breath. Just a few minutes of deep breathing, slow inhales, gentle exhales, can shift your body out of alert mode and back into a state of safety. Meditation, yoga, or even a simple walk in the park are powerful ways to release tension. Nature has a remarkable healing effect. The rustle of trees, the stillness of a lake, or bird song can be enough to calm your spirit. Connecting with others is also a strong antidote to stress. A phone call with an old friend, a quiet coffee chat, or a sincere, "How have you been?" can make you feel less alone. And don't forget nutrition, because stress doesn't only come from the mind, but also from an imbalanced body. Foods rich in vitamin B, omega-3s, and magnesium can help support a more stable nervous system. Finally, remind yourself, you don't need to control everything. What you can and should do is care for yourself amidst life's uncertainties. Peace, it turns out, doesn't mean the absence of storms. It means knowing how to stay grounded in the middle of them, with a mindful mind and a gentle heart. Maintaining social connections, the most powerful medicine for the soul. Age may slow our steps, but it should never dim our connections. One of the deepest human needs is the sense of belonging, and that never changes whether you're 30 or 80. Do you feel a warmth inside when someone remembers your birthday or simply sends a message after a few days apart? Those seemingly small moments are, in fact, the roots of strong mental well-being. Many studies have shown that people with positive social relationships tend to live longer, stay healthier, and are less likely to suffer from depression. It doesn't have to be loud parties. Sometimes a coffee date with an old friend, a trip to the market with a neighbor, or joining a book club is enough to make a difference. At this stage of life, you may no longer feel the need to expand your social circle, but preserving existing relationships and maintaining regular interactions becomes more important than ever. It's how you remind yourself that you still matter, that you're still being heard, and that you still have something to look forward to each day. If you find it hard to open up or worry about bothering others, try starting with the simplest gestures. Call a loved one once a week, send a handwritten card to an old friend, or smile at a stranger in the park. Small acts of kindness can open doors to wonderful conversations. Don't forget that connection doesn't just help you live happier, it helps you live healthier. When you have companionship, you tend to take better care of yourself, eat more regularly, and stay motivated to exercise. The feeling of being heard and seen is a soothing remedy for the anxiety and loneliness that often come with age. And if you've ever felt like you no longer have a place to belong, know this: you can create that place yourself. Through your genuine presence, your patient listening, and the power of your own rich life story, you can become the heart of connection for others. Pursuing passion, the flame of life, never dies if you still want to light it. Passion has no age. It's not about how fast you run, but whether you still want to keep running. When you pursue something that makes your heart beat a little faster, your eyes shine a little brighter, you're telling life, I'm still here. I still love. Many people believe that old age is a time to rest, to let go, to slow down. That isn't wrong, but slowing down doesn't mean fading away. On the contrary, this may be the perfect time to return to the things that once excited you, the dreams you had but never had time to chase. Painting, gardening, writing, dancing, photography, volunteering, learning a new language, or even traveling. Any of these can be a passion if your heart opens up when you do it. What matters isn't what you choose to do, but whether you do it with genuine joy. Pursuing your passion helps keep the brain active, prevents memory decline, enhances creativity, and builds mental flexibility. It gives you the feeling that you are moving forward rather than just maintaining the present. If you're unsure what your passion is, try revisiting what you once enjoyed in your youth. Sometimes the answer is very close, hidden in small stories, in the memories that once made you laugh without reason. Make time for what makes you feel like yourself. You don't have to be great at it. You just have to be fully present. Joy doesn't come from the outcome, but from the process of touching life with a heart on fire, and you are never too old to begin again. Every time you pick up a pen, step into your garden, sign up for a new class, or attend a community gathering, you're rekindling the flame within. And that flame, however small, will quietly yet powerfully light the days ahead. First of all, thank you for walking this journey with me through these reflections. It wasn't just a video you watched. You truly listened to yourself. You gave yourself the care and attention you deserve. And to me, that is a brave and beautiful act. As we look back on everything we've explored together, from embracing aging, caring for your skin, eating healthily, maintaining social bonds, to pursuing your passions, you may realize there are no limits to living beautifully and meaningfully. Every small action today is a powerful step toward a more confident and radiant tomorrow. So what touched you the most? What makes you want to begin right now? Maybe it's stepping outside for a morning walk, calling an old friend, or simply looking at yourself in the mirror and smiling. Whatever it is, I hope you choose something and begin, gently but with intention. If these words resonated with you, please share them with someone you believe also deserves to live vibrantly, just like you. And don't forget to click like to let me know you're walking alongside me on this journey. I hope this won't be the last time we meet. There's so much more beauty waiting in future videos, where we'll continue to explore, to heal, and to grow together. And finally, I'll leave you with this. You are never too old to start living a new life, a life you truly love, cherish, and feel proud to wake up to each day. Age is just a number. Vitality is your choice. How will you choose to live today?